So once again, we're back in offices with emails on computers. That was, for me, one of the biggest triumphs and biggest tragedies of the game, I think. Basically, there's so many emails in this game. And,
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it was really about trying to bring the flavor and the life and hiding things. But in terms of the actual creation of them, everybody kind of kept pushing the writing of the emails off to the end of the game because it's very, very easy to implement text, was the philosophy.
But at the same time, like, as we were building the levels, at first for the level designers, it was hard to know exactly how many computers they would have and stuff.
Yeah, and so no one actually really sat down and kind of thought about the emails or how they should be done, and we just were figuring, oh, it'll be a simple thing to do. But by the time we actually got to the writing of them, we only had like a week or two left on our writing schedule, and I'd already lost most of my writers, and it was like, okay, time to come in. And so I came in on a Saturday and started with Serif HQ, and I basically worked 20 hours over the weekend, 10 hours straight on Saturday, 10 hours straight on Sunday, no lunch, nothing, to try and do this. And I didn't even finish Serif HQ. And I remember saying, oh my goodness, I have to go in tomorrow and go to JF and go to David, the producer, and say, we're never going to be able to do this. Because one of the things we hadn't actually realized was that, you know, the level designers had told us at this point certain computers and given ideas, but everybody was thinking about it from the standpoint that when it's your computer, so you're reading a mail that I wrote on my computer to someone else. And it wasn't until I actually sat down and started working on it that I was like, wait a minute, it's my computer, but I'm not reading the emails I write. I'm reading the emails people write to me. So suddenly I have to
read my
create...
emails all the time.
So suddenly I have to create not
you're
just
one of a
one
kind.
character who's
It's so
receiving the
well-written.
mail. I have to create all, if every email has every computer has 3 emails on it, I have to basically come up with 3 other people who wrote those emails and address them to me. And it suddenly became wrapping your head around it. You were like, oh my goodness.
It became much more complicated than it
much more
sounded, because
complicated.
even me at first, I was telling you, Mary, like, it won't be a big thing, like, it won't be tough and everything, but yeah,
and I made it
thought
harder on
through.
myself because I was the one who insisted there had to be at least 3 on every computer. Yeah. Whereas I think in the original Deus Ex there was maybe 1 on a computer at times. But
no, there were more than once.
But it was a really great challenge, and in the end we pulled it off. And I remember everybody reading the reviews and talking to reporters and everybody talking about the emails and how much they loved them. So that's why it was my worst and yet my best moment.